Hey guys.
Hi guys.
3 relationships that we know of are ending right now. People that know us and know what we do, they know that we run relationship seminars and relationship coaching, but their relationship is still ending. Why is that? Is it too much pride, too much privacy? What's going on for people?
An unwillingness to ask for help. People don't want to ask for help. They want to feel like they can just do it on their own. But the reality is guys, you can't do it on your own.
So what you know about relationships is based on what you modeled as a child from your parents. What you know about communication is based on what you modeled. What you know about connection is based on what you saw when you were growing up. What you know about self-growth, self-actualization is really limited in the scope of what there is to know out there. There's like a world of things that you have no idea about. Like there's like over 25 tools and different ways to communicate that we teach. 25 that you have no idea what they are.
That's just off the top of our head as well. There's probably more than that. But like the reality is any one of those tools can completely transform your relationship. Starting from like your communication to understanding the masculine and the feminine, right? Like, so he's a man, I'm a woman. How that actually plays out in relationship, how we actually dance and move. Self-actualization, which is understanding yourself.
There's over 30 tools in the masculine and feminine that we teach of how to relate to each other from the masculine and feminine. Any one of them that either one of us understand, not both of us, one of us, will change and transform the relationship. There are over 50 self-actualization tools that we teach. Any one of them would completely transform what you understand about your relationship.
So ask yourself, or the people around you, like, what stops you from reaching out and asking for help? Because it's not worth it. Like, I would be screaming and tearing down the walls if I knew we needed support. I mean, we have coaches and we have mentors in various different aspects of our life to ensure that we have the best relationships, so that we're taking care of our relationships, so that we're growing and learning individually and together on an ongoing basis.
Have you any idea what it does to a child that comes from a broken relationship as they grow up and go through a succession of other partners, constantly modeling what you're doing in relationship? Like if I was talking to your child right now, if you've got a child, and saying, do you want your parents to do coaching no matter what? How much is that worth? They'll be going, here's millions. Let me pay you millions to stop me having the feeling of my mum and dad separating.
So I guess at the end of the day, guys, you want to just ask yourself, why am I not asking for help? Why am I letting people, relationships, couples suffer around me? Because people don't want to say anything either. They know their friend's relationship is struggling, or they know like a family member's relationship is struggling, or they know anybody in their life is struggling, and they're like, I don't want to say anything. But why not? Why not be the person that at least makes the offer? They have to choose to want to do the work. You can't force somebody to go do work, but you can actually put the possibility out there and actually say,
you don't need them to do work. Once you do the self-actualization, you don't need them to actually do the work. Once you learn the tools that you need to communicate and connect and be present, and that you can let go of your own issues that you have from childhood. Because what your partner's doing is they're just re-triggering what you got from childhood.
Triggeration, that's what we like to call it. They're triggering your childhood wounds, right? They're getting in there and they're like, Russell knows all my triggers. Like not intentionally, but at a subconscious level, he knows all the things that are like gonna me, and I know them for him. And that's what's happening in relationship is naturally we're getting triggered. We're getting triggered by people in our lives. So it's not just in your intimate relationship. How many relationships are you in your life? Friendships, parents, siblings, intimate relationships. All of those relationships cause triggers in your life.
As a man or a woman, do you know how to look at your partner and with nothing going on, ask them, baby, tell me how that feels for you. Tell me what that's like for you. Let me know. Let me share with me something about your internal state. Something that's going on that I could understand that would help and take it away for you. Do you know how to do that without being triggered by what your partner says when they say something that sounds like it's about you?
Or it sounds like you're the problem, right? If you're triggered by the words that then follow by the babe, tell me how that makes you feel, that's a problem too. It's like, okay, well, how can I actually hold space for my partner to go through what they need to go through? How can I be there in this moment and actually allow what needs to be talked about, heard, said in that moment be done?
Do you know how, like, there's only one reason a relationship fails ultimately, and that's because I believe she is making me feel a certain way. And that feeling is ongoingly, and that's painful, that feeling. So that becomes the cause, she becomes the cause of my pain in my belief world. But you know that's completely false. That actually is not true. She can't make me feel anything.
And if there's anything that you can take away from today, guys, just know that the number one killer in relationship is withheld communication. That is across the board. So if there's anything you're not saying, from the smallest little like, ooh, I didn't really like that dinner, to the big kahunas, if there's anything you're not saying in a relationship and that you don't feel you can actually communicate with your partner and any other relationship you're in, that's a problem. And that is going to kill the relationship.
So let me take what you think is the issue and let me reframe it for you and show you what's really going on. And what you'll find is the problem is not over there, the problem's over here. And what you need to do is change over here, and that will change over there. If you give what you need to give to your partner, you'll receive what you need to receive. It's the way that you defend yourself, your position, your being right, everything about that in your relationship that you have to learn to let go of.
Yeah, I think that about sums it up.
So don't end your relationship because you didn't ask for help. We know at least 100 tools that you have no idea about that will completely transform the way you do your relating on a daily basis. So it's time to reach out and learn one of them, and one of them will completely transform your connection, your love, your feeling for each other, and the experience of being in love like you had back when you met the first time.
That's it from us, guys. Be willing to actually ask for help. Be willing to put your pride aside and be willing to actually just go, do you know what? It's so worth it at the end of the day, because your relationship should be a sacred place. It should be a sacred place of love and where you want to come home to every single day. And you're so worth it. So we love you guys. Have the best evening.
And let's stop putting our kids through this, okay? Let's do something. Something can be different. So let's do that. Awesome.
Awesome.
Thanks
guys.
See you.